Hi, Secret Survey here. Today I am going to explain an American fantasy adventure film called Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Spoilers ahead, watch out and take care. Master Voldemort, a shrewd and strong dim wizard, has quite recently been crushed. At the point when he attempted to kill a one-year-old kid, Harry Potter, Daniel Radcliffe, the killing condemnation bounced back upon him, annihilating his body. Harry is left a vagrant with a lightning bolt scar on his temple, Voldemort having killed his folks, Lily, Geraldine Somerville, and James, Adrian, Rollins, Potter, gamekeeper Hagrid, Robbie Coltrane, leave him on the doorstep of his super-regular, cold-hearted, careless muggle, non-enchanted, family members, the Dursley family, who take him in. Harry's family members choose to disguise his mystical legacy from him and make him live in a cabinet under the steps for quite some time. Right away before Harry's 11th birthday celebration, he gets a letter addressed explicitly to him. His offended uncle, in any case, peruses and consumes it before Harry gets an opportunity to check the items out. The source doesn't surrender, and the Dursleys get progressively bigger quantities of a similar correspondence. Before long, his uncle Vernon, Richard Griffiths, turns out to be suspicious to the point that the Dursleys, with Harry close by, stow away in a cottage on a little island to get away. That evening, which is before Harry's birthday, he is visited by a colossal man named Hagrid who blasts through the locked entryway of the cottage. With Hagrid holding the Dursleys under control, Harry at long last peruses his letter, where he learns he has been welcome to concentrate on sorcery at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. The following day Harry and Hagrid head to Diagon Alley in London, the mysterious enchanted area taken cover behind the popular wizarding bar The Leaky Cauldron. Harry enters the wizarding scene interestingly, figures out how shockingly that he is popular, and meets the new Hogwarts Defense Against the Dark Arts instructor, Professor Quirrell, Ian Hart. Hagrid takes more time to Gringotts Bank, where Harry discovers that he is very affluent. Following this, Hagrid stops at an alternate vault to recover a little, wrapped package for Dumbledore. Utilizing his freshly discovered cash, Harry purchases all that he expects for his first school year, including an owl, and a wand. Curiously, the wand that picks him is the sibling wand of the one that was utilized to kill Harry's folks and give him the scar. He then takes the train to Hogwarts from platform 9 3/4, become friends with Ron Weasley, Rupert Grint, and meeting Hermione Granger, Emma Watson, a Muggle-conceived witch. Upon appearance, the Sorting Hat places Harry, Ron and Hermione in Gryffindor House. Draco Malfoy, Tom Felton, a presumptuous and elitist understudy, gets put in Slytherin. Toward the finish of their first week at Hogwarts, Harry and Ron find that Gringotts, the wizarding bank, was broken into and the vault that Harry and Hagrid visited had been the subject of the burglary. Afterward, Harry finds he has an ability for riding broomsticks, and after an occurrence with Malfoy, is enrolled to join Gryffindor's Quidditch group as a seeker, causing Malfoy a deep sense of disappointment. Harry, Ron, Hermione investigate Hogwarts late around evening time and incidentally find the way to a hallway. A three-headed canine, initiated Fluffy by Hagrid, monitors a secret entryway. On Halloween, Quirrell illuminates everybody that a savage has entered the palace. Harry and Ron battle the savage to save Hermione, who is caught in the young ladies' restroom, and the three become dearest companions. At Harry's first Quidditch match, Harry's brush becomes moved by, thumping him off. Hermione sees Professor Severus Snape, Alan Rickman, the evil potions expert and head of Slytherin House, gazing at Harry and mouthing words, causing her to accept that Snape has made the brush make trouble with a dull revile. Wanting to save Harry, Hermione sets Snape's robes ablaze, diverting him and others and permitting Harry to make do. At Christmas, Harry gets an invisibility cloak, when having a place with his dad, which delivers its wearer imperceptible. Harry involves it to investigate the restricted section in the library to explore data on Nicholas Flamel, a name Hagrid neglects when faced about his insight into Fluffy. At last, that's what Harry discovers: Nicholas Flamel is the main known creator of the Sorcerer's Stone, which delivers the elixir of life which will make the consumer undying. Harry sees Snape attempting to get data from Quirrell about moving beyond Fluffy. Quirrell says he doesn't have a clue. Harry, Ron, and Hermione are certain that Snape is attempting to take the Sorcerer's Stone to re-establish Lord Voldemort to drive. However, Hagrid denies it. While at Hagrid's hovel, the threesome find a mythical serpent egg Hagrid was nursing in a fire. Later the egg brings forth a Norwegian ridgeback mythical serpent, and Hagrid chooses to refer to him as Norbert. The companions are apprehensive for Hagrid, since mythical serpent rearing had for some time been prohibited in the wizarding scene, and Hagrid had something of a careless sort, who has since a long time ago breastfed a powerful urge for a mythical serpent. At long last, Harry, Ron, and Hermione can persuade Hagrid to release Norbert live with different mythical serpents of his sort in Romania. Harry, Hermione, Ron and Draco are gotten out late around evening time, and are compelled to serve confinement with Hagrid in the Forbidden Forest. Harry sees a hooded figure drink the blood of a harmed unicorn, which makes Harry's temple scar begin consuming. Firenze, a centaur, lets Harry know that it is something enormous to kill a unicorn, not to mention drink its blood. He likewise lets Harry know that unicorn blood will keep one alive, and that the hooded figure is truth be told Voldemort. Harry, Hermione and Ron figure out that Hagrid has advised the hooded moron how to move beyond Fluffy, and they accept the burglary of the stone is approaching. Racing to at long last trust in Professor Dumbledore their news, they meet Professor McGonagall, who is stunned to figure out the amount they had some awareness of the stone, yet consoles them generally the very that it is protected in the palace. She likewise lets them know that Dumbledore has been sent away on a significant mission by the Ministry of Magic. Positive that Dumbledore's summons was a distraction to remove Professor Dumbledore from Hogwarts, the threesome make arrangements to frustrate Snape's robbery of the stone. They set off to arrive at the stone first, exploring the security framework set up by the school staff, which is a progression of mind-boggling enchanted difficulties. The three endure together until at long last, Harry should enter the inward chamber alone. There he tracks down that Professor Quirrell, not Snape, is endeavoring to take the stone. Understanding that Snape was attempting to safeguard him from hurt from the beginning, Harry stands up to Quirrell and endures a second experience with Lord Voldemort, who has had Quirrell and shows up as a horrible face on the rear of Quirrell's head. Quirrell disintegrates when he contacts Harry's skin, and Harry passes out due to his nearness to Lord Voldemort. Voldemort then brutally leaves Quirrell, who kicks the bucket in the outcome of his ownership. Harry awakens in the medical clinic wing. Dumbledore uncovers to Harry that Harry's mom passed on to safeguard Harry as a newborn child. Her unadulterated, adoring penance furnishes Harry with an old mysterious security from Voldemort's deadly spells and furthermore keeps Voldemort from contacting Harry without enduring horribly. Dumbledore likewise says that the Sorcerer's Stone has been annihilated to forestall future endeavors by Voldemort to take it. At long last, toward the finish of Year Feast, the house points aggregates are given. Gryffindor is in last spot. Notwithstanding, Dumbledore gives a couple last-minute increases, allowing focuses to Harry, Ron, Hermione and Neville for their dauntlessness and administration towards school, with the goal that Gryffindor wins the House Cup. Harry gets back to the Dursleys for the late spring, glad to at last have.
Subscribe for my video. Like this, turn on notification. and leave a like to help the channel out. Thanks for watching.